Do the road. It's like The Walking Dead or something down there. There's no cars. Good afternoon, everybody. Calm Biker here again on a lunchtime ride today, and I've been watching quite a few vlogs, still not sure what you call them, and it's something I hadn't come across before until I watched a few vlogs. Is the idea of an FRO vlog. Or log, FRO log, FRO vlog, who knows? I'm not so good with the terminology on this game. But an FRO log, in case you don't know, and I'm at risk here of going against one of my recent videos that I did for Gadgets and Wheels. You might know the one. So I'm going to paraphrase somewhat. FRO stands for flip right off. Well, we know it doesn't, but that's what I'm going to say. Maybe fluff right off. Either way, I'm sure you get the idea. So I thought I'm going to do a fluff right off video. I thought, what do I want to do one about? What things do I think would be best removed from society, best removed from our planet, sent to room 101, however you want to think about it. And I realised there is about 1,000 things that I can think of. Oh, so many things I dislike. But one that cropped up actually over the weekend, and again this morning, is the one that's the subject of my first video. And I'll give you a bit of background, keep you in suspenders about what I'm actually FROing. A few weeks ago, as people who watch my videos will know, I decided don't care about cars anymore. I got rid of my sports car, bought myself a little VW Polo, and decided that the remaining money would be some of it saved, some of it spent on the back cave, some of it potentially spent on the bike, although I've decided saving better and taking advantage of the 0% on the finance on the bike. Anyway, I changed over my insurance, and when I changed it over, they said that because the car was obviously not as expensive to insure, there was a refund. There was only a couple of weeks left to run on my insurance anyway, so I renewed it as I changed over the car, and I got a refund of 15p. And everything seemed okay. And a few weeks later I got a letter from the insurance company. I won't name them because the problem's not solved yet. And it said, you haven't paid. Well, I know I have, but I checked my credit card online and I could see the payment going out. It hadn't been refunded or anything. I had got my 15p back. But they said, you haven't paid your premium, yours. And it was about, I don't know, 120 quid or something for the renewal. Which was odd because that was about £15 different, not 15 pence different to what it would have cost to renew the sports car. Anyway, I called them up and I said, you've made a mistake, what's going on? And they said, it's a Saturday, sorry, we can't help you, you're going to have to pass you across. You're going to have to talk to our accounts team. But they're not in on a Saturday, they're only in Monday to Friday 9 till 5. So I rang on the Monday and they said, well, we can see the payment, but it's not linked to your insurance. So yes, you have paid, we'll get it sorted out, don't worry about it. Sorry, it's been a computer error. Fair enough. This Saturday, a few weeks later, so a few days ago, I got an email. Now I actually got a refund and an email on the same day, so they realised the whole £15, 15 pence thing was a mistake too. So they refunded me the difference, so another 15 quid-ish. And on the same day sent me an email saying, your insurance is about to be cancelled. I thought, what? How? Anyway, I got in contact with them and they said, sorry, we can't help you, it's got to go to our accounts department. Great, I thought. So wait for the Monday, that's today. Rang the accounts department and they said, yes, we can see the payment, don't worry, you won't be cancelled. These are automatic messages going out, automatic letters, automatic emails, but the cancellation process isn't automatic, so I'm going to put notes all over your account to make sure it doesn't get cancelled. It's definitely being paid, yippity-doo-dah. And they then said, problem is we've had a computer error. So I say FRO, not computer errors, but FRO, there's been a computer error. Oh, what's that little thing? I don't even know what that is. Is that a kit car? Slight distraction there. Don't know what that is at all. So yeah, so I say FRO to the phrase, there's been a computer error. We've had a computer error. Whatever it might be. Now I say this with some authority, being a software developer, in that there are three types of computer error, in my opinion. Error 1 is the one that barely ever happens, and that's an actual computer error. That is, the thing's broken. You know, the memory's failed, the hard disk's crashed, whatever it might be, the machine is dead. And then you won't get the type of computer error of sending out incorrect letters. You'll get the computer error of there's a machine down, another machine takes over. None of the users notice, just the IT department deal with the problem. Wonderful. It's not that type of computer error that they're talking about, or that I'm talking about. Then you've got number 2, is the special type of computer error that I make. So as a software developer, what software developers do is write software. And they write bugs. And in theory, the idea is that you write your software, people test it, you do all sorts of automatic testing, all sorts of wonderful things to eliminate as many bugs as possible. But software is complicated, very complicated. So, you know, it's like a big puzzle and you make mistakes. And that's what bugs are, and then you fix them and the problem goes away. And that carries on until the software dies because it's been replaced, because software's always pretty much got bugs in it. It's just the complexity of the thing. You know, the complexity of a reasonable sized piece of software makes the complexity of an aeroplane look simple. But that's not the type of error I'm talking about, because I make those, I can't really grumble about those ones, it's what pays the bills. The ones I'm talking about are the ones that are nothing to do with the computer at all, or the developer. And I suspect this is the one that's caused my insurance. This is the one that causes 90% of the problems that we see when people say there's been a computer error. And it's the problem of, I've done it wrong, and I'm going to blame the computer. In some cases, I've seen it myself, where people have said, well, we'll blame the computer, even though it's just that we haven't done the job at all yet. It's easier to blame a computer because everybody thinks computers make mistakes. So I'll be lazy for a week. When the person who I'm doing a job for rings up and says, why hasn't it been done, I'll say, I'm sorry, there's been a computer error. It's that one, and it's one where people type in the thing in the wrong box. Probably what they've done to me. They've taken the payment, they've probably typed something in the wrong box, clicked the wrong button. It's actually not a computer error, it's what developers would term a training issue, that somebody doesn't know how to use the software properly, or has just made a general mistake. Mistakes are made. I would rather that the insurance company had said, I'm really sorry, we've made a mistake. Just, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been worried about that. I wouldn't have complained. I have complained now because of the messing about they've done, but I wouldn't have complained about that. Everybody makes mistakes. It's just a form of passing the buck onto a machine. So, I say FRO, there's been a computer error. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you again soon.